Hello students, in a live class we had started a new chapter, that is the nervous system. Initial topics of this chapter we have completed in that live class, means the structure of the neuron and the starting few headings. Now today in this heading we will discuss about the transmission of the nerve impulse, synapse, types of neurons, nerves and their kinds. So let's start with the first one, that is the how the nerve impulse conduction takes place in our body. In order to understand this is the part of the neuron. Suppose this is the axon, for example. Generally, in resting conditions, what happens that the positive charge, means more amount of sodium ions are present outside the neuron. Means here more amount of sodium ions are present, and that is why positively charged area, and comparatively here the negative charge or negative particles are present in more amount, and that's why inside the neuron the negative charge is present. So this is the resting condition or resting phase. Resting phase. When a stimulus comes, what happens? Because of this stimulus, suppose any stimulus is coming from this side, because of this stimulus, this membrane become more permeable for sodium ions, and that is why these sodium ions get entered inside the neuron, and that's why the polarity has got changed. This is called polarized state. This condition is called polarized condition or polarized state. Now you can see here, because of the stimulus, the sodium ions are getting inserted inside the cell, inside the neuron, and because of this the more amount of sodium ions are present here, and that's why the polarity has got changed or has got reversed. Here you can see this. Here the positive charge, or outside comparatively the negative charge is present. This condition, this state is called, this region is called excited state. Excited state. Remember this is called excited state, and here we can see this is the polarized condition, polarized region, and this is called depolarized state. Depolarized state. This region is called depolarized region or excited state. Now this region, this depolarized region will behave just like the stimulus for the next part. Means this region, suppose if this region is behaving just like the excited region or the stimulus, because of this the next part will get excited, and from here the sodium ions will go outside. From this region the sodium ions now are moving towards outside, and from this region the sodium ions are moving towards inside, and that's why this region has got become the excited region. And from this region the sodium ions are going outside, and that is why the polarization again maintained, and this is called repolarization. Repolarization. So in this way the nerve impulse conduction takes place in the neuron. It is given on page number 124. You can see here. If once now you are reading this, it will be clear to you. Now one more thing is there. Now you can see that the nerve impulse conduction is taking place because of the movement of the sodium ion. The sodium ion is moving inside the cell and outside the cell. Continuously it is happening, and this sodium ion is moving inside and outside actively, and this is called sodium pump. So with the help of the sodium pump, which is an active process, the nerve impulse conduction is taking place. So remember this, that what is sodium pump. Now the next is synapse. What is synapse? In 8th class we have studied about this. I think in 9th class THE it is also given, so you have studied about this also there. So what is synapse? The connection between two neurons is called synapse. The axon terminal of one neuron and the dendrites of another neuron. This connection is called synapse. The axon terminals of one neuron and dendrites of another neuron, this connection is called the synapse. This small gap which is present between the two structures, it is called synaptic cleft. At the axon terminal, here you can see some vesicles are present, and in these vesicles a chemical is filled. That chemical is called neurotransmitter. Neurotransmitter, and in us that is it. The example is acetylcholine. So remember this, that the neurotransmitter present in our cells, it is acetylcholine, and it is filled in the vesicles in the axon terminals. When the impulse comes, what happens? These vesicles shifted towards the membrane and burst and releases this acetylcholine in the synaptic cleft, and this acetylcholine helps in the conduction of the nerve impulse from one neuron to the another neuron. Remember this thing also, that the neurotransmitter which is present in our body is acetylcholine filled in the vesicles in the axon terminals, and when nerve impulse comes, these vesicles shifted towards the membrane and break down, and this acetylcholine releases in the synaptic cleft and helps in the movement of the nerve impulse from one neuron to the another neuron. And what is synapse? Remember this, the connection between the two neurons, means the axon terminals of one neuron and the dendrites of the another neuron is called synapse. Now the next heading is types of neurons. Types of neurons. Neurons are of three types. In earlier classes, previous classes, we have studied about this. The first one is sensory neuron, second one is motor, and the third one is interneuron or association neuron or the connecting neuron. Sensory neuron, what are sensory neurons? Those neurons which carry the impulses from the sense organ to the central nervous system. So they are called sensory neuron. What are motor neurons? Which carry the impulses from the central nervous system towards the effective muscles are called motor neurons. And interneurons, what are interneurons? Which connects the sensory neurons and motor neurons within a specific region of the central nervous system. So these are the types of neurons. I hope these are very easy, and in previous classes we have studied about this also. So remember the definitions only. Sometimes in the board exam they have asked about this, that what is this neuron called which carry the impulses from this part to this part. So definitions are must for us to remember. The next is nerves. What are nerves? So nerve is a bundle of nerve fibers or axons of separate neurons enclosed in a tubular sheath. Let I show you the figure. Here you can see that inside the tubular sheath, several axons are bundled together. Here you can see this. So this is called a nerve. About the types of the nerves, so just like the types of neurons, the nerves are also of three types. Some small differences there. Nerves are of three types, means the sensory nerves, motor nerves, and mixed nerves. Sensory nerves, what are sensory nerves? Just like the sensory neurons which carry the impulses from the sense organ to the central nervous system are called sensory nerves, and those nerves which carry the impulses from the effector muscles which carry the impulses from the central nervous system to the effector muscles are called motor nerves. And what are the mixed nerves? The third kind. Mixed nerves are those nerves which carry the impulses in both the directions are called mixed nerves. About the nerves, two examples you have to remember. In sense organ also you will study about this, that one is the auditory nerve and other one is optic nerve. So what is auditory nerve and what is optic nerve and what is their nature? Auditory nerve is that nerve which carry the impulses from our ears to the central nervous system. So means this nerve is responsible to carry out to transfer the hearing signals or hearing impulses. So what is the nature of this? So it is carrying the impulses from the sense organ to the central nervous system, and that is why it is sensory in nature. In the same way, the optic nerve, it carries the impulses from the eyes to the central nervous system, means this nerve is responsible for the vision. So what is the nature of this nerve? Again, because it is carrying the impulses from the sense organ to the central nervous system, and that is why it is also sensory in nature. So now we have discussed about these things. In the next video we will discuss about the two major divisions of the nervous system, means central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Okay, in this video this much only. Thank you.